I made a small song. I made a small song. I sang it all night long, all through the wind and rain, until the morning came. This song is my small song. This song is my small song. I sang it all night long, and when the morning came, I had to start all over again. My song is so small. My song is so small. I could get down and crawl, searching from wall to wall, and ever see anything at all. How could you hate such a small song? How could you hate such a small song? If I was right, I would be wrong. Don't be afraid, it's just a small song.
Hey yo folks, Automatic here for Automatic Games. And I'm hoping this stream finds you well. I'm doing good. Kind of an impromptu last minute stream here. So it may just be I guess what I would consider a chill experience. That's the hope anyways. Quiet Saturday night, and like I said, I hope it finds you well. If you are a subscriber, I'd like to welcome you back to it. If you're new, I'd like to say hello. Of course, if you want to be appraised of upcoming stuff, so well worded, right? If you wanted to be, appraised of upcoming streams, etc., I'd urge you to click that link in the description that'll take you to Discord. And of course, if you'd like to support the channel financially, there's a link to my PayPal also in the description. So with all of that out of the way, let's see. This afternoon, I finally killed a stink bug, so I was able to get my hands on a level 2 hammer. If I hadn't done it this afternoon, I'd surely have done it tonight. So that's a good deal. I really haven't put it to much use. I guess I should sleep.
I think it's bedtime.
There we go. Other than that, I've been, as is my agenda here, I've been looking for other caves to build in. I did, after collecting some berries last night, get together this chair. Doing a little lounging there. It's kind of weird. It takes you out of first person, but what I've noticed is if I go to my menu and back out, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. Yeah, earlier I'd found a way to get into first person while seated. Not that it's a big deal, but I do tend to do everything in first person in this title. Or truly in any title, right? I do that with Red Dead. So, what's on the agenda? Well, let's see. First things first, get some water and some food going. To that end, we've got a dew catcher above this base. I also figured out how to deactivate these things, because, man, they're getting cluttered up. They'll be helpful to other folks, and so certainly I don't discourage it, but for my own sake and sanity, I don't want all that stuff on my screen, so we'll go ahead and deactivate that, and it's the Y button that gets rid of that, and I think you can also accomplish that through this menu somewhere. Yeah, toggle trail backpack build markers. So that's kind of handy. I had pretty much assumed that they would have that function in the game. Well, I don't really want all these ants hanging around on top of my base. I think I see what they're getting at. So let's see if we can remove the weevil from this situation. Not very adeptly. Sorry, buddy, but with you gone, I won't have to listen to those ants. They'll bugger off, pun intended. Okay, so where were we? Water.
Don't even need to boil it.
You know, in my hunt for caves, I've found a couple. I pretty much want to try to build in any that I can, with the exception of the beginner cave. Though, I would say that if anybody had the same idea, the beginner cave isn't a bad place to do it. After all, it's relatively safe. But safety, oh boy, that is probably the spider that I call Cave-in. Essentially because he hangs out in a cave just, what, I don't know, maybe 70 centimeters from my abode. My primary abode, because there's going to be more of them. See if we can get this guy before he goes up a stalk. And now the mites. Got lots of mites here. Well, one of the things I really like about this base, which about 100 centimeters from spawn, is all the quote-unquote amenities nearby. The wood's a great place to get sap, of course, and then there's mites all over it. So it's a nice source of mites and sap. You can see that I've got the green grass. Of course, that's not very hard to accomplish. But I've also got dried grass over here, so that's kind of nice too. And weeds. Now, weeds in this game tend to be around the dry grass. Before I head out, let's go ahead and cook one of those, either the weevil, well, both the weevil and the aphid. Get ourselves some food. I'll take care of hunger, and I'll show you yet another area that I might show you a couple areas I'm considering building. Now, also, it should be noted that we have accumulated quite a bit of raw science. Enough so that it's going to merit a trip to Purrgil. Now, I didn't want to do that this afternoon. And for a second I thought, like, oh, I should run that by everybody, but no, I don't. What, am I really going to call a vote of everybody that stepped into this game? I don't think so. Nonetheless, I don't want to be selfish about what I unlock. Good. So this spoiled meat, I want to hold on to that. I need it. Need it. It's going to be necessary in a build. Of course, on mild mode, it takes forever for something to spoil.
Yum.
On normal difficulty, it spoils way too quick. But, now, before I head out, I want to check my inventory, and yeah, I could definitely clean some stuff up. In fact, I might need additional storage. And for that, I think I want to put up another shelf. Now, I've added more roof out here. Yep, turn back. You're not necessarily welcome here. Okay. Where can I put this shelf? We'll do a shelf and a storage basket just to give us that capability to store a few more things. Now, of course, seeing as it's so late, and I got a late start, I don't expect a lot of traffic tonight, but if you're here, I appreciate you. Heck, I appreciate you even if you're not here. So if we were to... Well, that's not necessarily going to work there, is it? I guess I could do that. Do I want that, though? Is that a bit cluttered? Yeah, no. I really don't know what I want to put there yet. I suppose I'll work on that. And when it comes to unlocking stuff at Burgle, there's still a lot of chips I need to get, which will... Essentially, you find the chip, and then you can purchase it using raw science. I think he only, at this point, has one other build category to unlock. Everything else is going to be like, extend the torch time, the time that it's lit. And while that would be useful, I really want to allow my friends to come in here and build what they want. Maybe here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like it, because I could do that. And that. Then do this. And this. Of course, I could have just used a full slab instead of a half slab, but I don't. It's neither, 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. I think that would work. For storage sake. I want to keep it elevated. So let's pick this up and get started on that. Maybe I won't go to those caves directly. Perhaps instead, I'll deal with this first. Almost seems like a must, since I want to do a little housekeeping in terms of my inventory. And if memory serves, these are filled. Ultimately, I'll do more organization in terms of storage. Put similar things in the same containers. Let's retrieve that stack. Because I do think... Yeah, okay. It's a deposit stack. Go get ourselves some grass planks and finish that shelf. Also, it wouldn't hurt to figure out what I'll need for a basket. Oh, that's easy, almost too easy, so maybe we'll go for one of these. Yeah, like I said, there's sap aplenty here. So we'll grab some sap. I've got acorn pieces. And we'll be in good shape. You know, I almost get Fallout 4 vibes from this game. I know, I honestly at this time I don't have interest in Fallout 4, but uh, I do kind of miss the building, so it's nice to have this. And that also speaks to why, when I go to Burgle, I want to unlock things that won't help me necessarily statistically, but will help me with building options. Just because it gets a little too green, you know? when all you're using is clover and grass, I tire of it rather quickly, considering the other options that are available, like the weed logs. Kind of give you that log cabin build, which makes you want maple syrup by default. I don't know. Hey, Rob. Good to see you. Just stopping in to say hi, have a great stream, and thanks for the intro. Alrighty. Yeah, good to see you. Somewhat surprised, considering how late it is. But, you know, I had other things going. Well, as you know, I guess I told you that. And this won't make sense to anybody else watching, but as I was explaining how I did the intro, or do an intro for whatever stream, it just kept dawning on me, like, this is not gonna help at all. Because of the way I do it, it's for lack of a better word, it's so wonky. Rudimentary, I think, is the best term. Because it relies so heavily, say, on Xbox screen capture, or... Yeah, I would think if I had all the tools at my disposal that I would want, I would have... Well, I used to use Windows Movie Maker, and that was real handy. Because that would have taken so many steps out of it, out of my current process. It's better than it used to be. So before I used Windows Movie Maker, I was lucky to get something, well, something that made sense. That I don't know I guess what I'm trying to say is, I would screen capture like one shot the whole. If I thought back to my Fallout 4 intros, I really just screenshot. I don't know what the terminology is, but it was all just one screen grab, a video of just one shot. I wasn't able to mix shots or anything like that. So things got better, but then when my old laptop died, and boy, it took a lot of potential content with it. I kind of had to rein it in a little bit. I'm not bitter about it, but never forget. I'll never forget. I think I was trying to do, I was going to do a series based on the Battlestar Galactica game, which gave you, like, after you did a battle, you could do a cinematic replay, and so I was working on that, and man, I had so many episodes of that in the bag, and they all went kaput because I failed to upload them to YouTube. And even if I had uploaded them to YouTube, but I was really so stifled that I'd lost it. You know, it was a moment where it was like, okay, I need to find a new way to do this. So I think if I had been in the middle of anything, that progress would have stopped anyway. Yeah, let's do that and run it over here as far as possible. Could build two of them, but it's not necessary yet. Sure will be. Now we can start filling this thing. Get some of this stuff out of my inventory. Like this acid gland that is so reminiscent of something far more dirty. Okay, it doesn't have to be dirty. Keep your nether regions clean. Yeah. There's a lot of this stuff we can lose. I finally got mandibles. Since I think I was lollygagging when Smoke and Rob visited the nearby anthill. So I thought, well, I gotta go get some mandibles. I think I got that off of 3 soldier ants. No, that's not true. More than 3. I came upon a situation where I had stink bugs to my front and the big anthill to my rear, and there were maybe, no joke, 20, 25 ants just crowded around, and a stink bug came after me. And so I aggroed it. Well, it came after me, and then it kind of started to wander off. And I'm like, no, I have a plan. So I hit it with an arrow and let it chase me in amongst the ants. And hilarity ensued. And a lot of ants died, but surprisingly, the stink bug died too. So when I say I killed a stink bug, I didn't really. The soldier ants did. Took a lot of them, though. And the stink bug killed so many ants. Now, I have a basin at this other cave. Essentially, I've found 2 caves that I'd be interested in playing around with, trying to build in. One of them is so safe, but also devoid of resources, really. It's a great place to get quartz, maybe some fungus, but other than that, and ant parts. Because essentially, it's near the lab where Burgle is, but to my surprise, there are areas where you cannot build, which I could understand for the interior of labs, but you can't really build in the anthill. One might ask, why would you build in the anthill? And so I should be more specific. It's a chamber above the anthill that the ants cannot seem to access. To me, it was interesting and a bit of a challenge. So I embraced the prospect, and though I don't think I'll get any use out of it, I will go there directly and show you what I've been doing. My point on that initially was that I have a water basin there that doesn't have any water in it, so I built a canteen, and now I'm thinking I probably should have built more than 1 canteen. Maybe 3 of them, just so I could take 6 drops of water over there and drop those in. See, am I heading the right way? Yep. So certainly this is heading toward the tree. The reason water is a concern is because as a base, well, I'll show you. It'll make more sense on site, I think. And also, this will give me an opportunity to stop by Burgle and see if I can hand over some of the chips we found, what is able to be unlocked, and make some kind of decision as to what to purchase. Again, not going to purchase anything that would help me statistically. I really just want to give players, my compatriots, additional build options. After all, we are getting into the tier 2 weapons, so everything's fair game at that point. And for none of my, with the exception of Mikey, none of my friends have really started working on a base yet. I think it'd be kind of nice that if you're trying to wrap your head around what base you want, to have those options. To be like, well, I don't want everything built out of grass planks. So I do want to afford folks that option. All of that may be mute based on what we find out with Burgle here. We'll see. Yeah, so you can't build anywhere inside this complex, which I think that's common knowledge. Burgle says as much, that this is not a good habitat for humans, to which I kind of think to myself, like, you're wrong, Burgle. You're absolutely wrong. This is a fine habitat for humans. Unless there's some kind of, like, silent but deadly gas leak. Aside from the natural gas that one might get from eating too many aphids. Oh, yeah. So, headed out the window, and as soon as I came out this window, I found that you can... Oh, it doesn't matter what, that's fine. You can build here, as you can see. Sorta. It's like you can't build up there, even though that would be ideal. But you can build here, although with the, it's not really a flat surface. That said, if somebody were to build something here, you would use scaffolding in order to get that flat surface, if that's what one would desire. Obviously, you can build over here, as demonstrated by this wall. That is what I'm working on. Let's light this. But this is tricky, too, because the build limit here, and it's not a memory thing, I don't know when that would start kicking in, but they don't start telling you, they don't keep a meter with your build limit. By build limit, I mean the extent, the borders. They truly go to about here. So I can build there. From here on, no, you can't. Which was disappointing, because I saw how much space this cavern truly affords us. And on first sight, I thought, this is great. And the ant tunnels are down there. This isn't the big anthill. This is a small one. So falling down there, while it could be hazardous to one's health, it's not quite as hazardous as the... Yeah, I almost think that might be like a forward operating anthill, as opposed to their main base. Okay, that's all I needed to add was the spoiled meat. And now we have a place for fungus to grow. So somebody could come down here and survive off of that. And then you've got the basin of water. Because really, there is no water source. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's murky water down there. Yeah, you can jump down there and get back up. No problem. But, who wants that water? Could I put a dew collector here and would it work? Probably. But I can't bring myself to do it because I don't truly think that it just doesn't make sense in my head. So why don't I do the more troublesome thing? I'll tell you what was a real pain was getting all these grass planks down here. Unlike my other cave, things aren't really, within arm's reach. That said, one nice thing that I discovered and did not know is that if you load up a pallet with stuff, you can actually relocate the pallet and say it's full of grass planks. You're relocating all those grass planks as well. So I'd set the pallet outside the main door, load it up, and then relocate it, thereby dragging it through the facility across that log, and I'd set it there and I was able to unload. Really handy in terms of, like, why would I do that above ground? I would do that with weeds, for instance. There's a few weeds near my main base, but truly I have to travel to get those. So if I can find a good cluster of them, I just relocate a pallet over there, load it up, and then relocate it back to my base. Very handy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the canteen. I suppose we equip that. Did we not? Oh yeah, we did. Okay. And then go ahead and tap to deposit. You got it. Yeah. It's going to take several more trips. Again, I should have made more than one canteen, but not really in a hurry. I don't intend to use this space unless I'm in the area and kind of need it as an emergency. Now, seeing as the anthill is the small anthill, again, is down here, if we're on a hunt for mandibles or something, it's great to drop down there. I should add that when first reconnoitering this place, I thought to myself, well, I could put a ladder here. That would be great. Be able to go down there and collect the stuff, climb up the ladder, and get back into this base. But alas, no. Can't do that. Since it's beyond the build border. Suppose they truly just don't want you building in the anthill. Anyhow, that's that, and I think we can leave it. I might... Well, do I want to put building supplies in there? No, not really, because I suppose the only other things I would add are a couple more lean-tos. So let's see if we can do that real quick. Given the resources. I suppose I could add chairs, but I don't think I have ant parts on me, and those aren't necessary by any stretch of the imagination. Well, now, who would want to sleep right next to that open chasm? Well, let's see if we can... How many of these can we build, anyways? Just one. So, yeah. We'll do that. I think I'll sleep. Also, couldn't put a door in here. I think the ceiling's too low. Just funny. You put a wall here. Just not a door. But I'm not going to wall it off.
Perhaps we should make camp for the night?
Now we gotta eat again. Just turn that on for light's sake, I believe. And I've got... Yeah, that aphid. So let's consume it. And at this point, I'd like to head to the other cave that I've spotted. And I want to, I probably would. This was a real pain in the ass to build, this one. Just because of bringing in the supplies to an area that is otherwise devoid of them. As you can see, there's quartz all over the place, and, well, you probably can't see the quartz, but you can see the fungus. So, it's a decent place to harvest those, I suppose. And really, let's get back on track with Burgle. I can put away this canteen first. Yeah, equip that. That puts the canteen out of my hand. Good deal. I really haven't used this hammer much. I didn't want to go after the mints or anything because there are other parties interested in that, and I don't want to get too far out ahead of people.
Always happy to see a repeat customer.
Let's turn in the Burgle chips that have been found.
Ketchup on fries. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I don't know. I might have another Burgle chip.
Britain, they call fries chips. Crazy, huh? Is there anything else I can help you with?
And that was it. So we had 2 of them. And
If you
let's
have
see
any
what
extra
options
raw
we have.
science, I'd be happy to trade
So like scab scanner. Not necessary. Boy, did I get that much extra science? We had 3,400 at the conclusion of last night's stream. I don't know how I would have gotten that much. I'm not complaining, but... Okay, so there's fortified bases, which will offer up the sturdy wall, palisades, windowed sturdy wall, stem floors, triangle stem floors. See, that's good stuff. And expensive, but definitely within our price range. Whoops, I didn't mean to back out
It is
completely.
nice to see if you have any extra raw...
Yeah, I must have found a raw science that was worth quite a bit this afternoon. Acorn shovel upgrade. I mean, no, not really. Pebblet ramp and pebblet foundation. Those are kind of nice. Those would definitely help with the building process. Sign sets. Those are definitely on the back burner for me. Reduces fall damage. Zip lines. I mean, great, but we're not... I'm not there yet. Can't afford it anyways. Oh, a ladder. Ooh, a ladder is tempting. 3,500 though. That's more than half the budget. Well, no, yeah, slightly, just slightly more. But the ones that stick out to me are ladder, pebblet foundation, and fortified bases. Fortified bases seems to yield the most building options. So I almost think that that's kind of the top one right now. So maybe I'll purchase fortified bases, and then it's a matter of deciding between ladder. Now that is only the ladder, but boy, how handy would that be? And pebblet foundation. Well, can't afford all of it, that's for sure. See, that would bring me to 5,500 if I were to do pebblet foundation and ladder. 5,500 plus. No, I wouldn't be able to afford that. So yeah, I think we'll do fortified bases. It gives us these building options for tier 2 tools. You know, like I said earlier, I had thought, should I take a vote of all the people that played? But, you know, that would be asking Judah, Caspa, Rob, and Quick Smoke, and myself, and having a vote on what to unlock. And wow, that's awful conciliatory of me, and that would be all inclusive. I think I can make a pretty good case for having these additional build options. And honestly, I don't know that anybody would object too much, if at all. Then again, I shouldn't say that. I never know. I never know, to be honest. So we can't unlock fortified bases and a ladder. I'm seeing that now, because that would be 7,000. That ladder is tempting, though. Let's do fortified bases. Yeah, let's do that. Then maybe I'll just save the science. And honestly, when it comes down to the next purchase, like I could get Pebblet Foundation now, but I don't think I'd rather save the science. Cause yeah, I don't know. Between that and ladder, I truly kind of torn. So what do these things look like that we just unlocked? Stem floor, that's nice. Triangle stem floor. Oh yeah. Yeah, those palisades, that's pretty sharp too. It's got that old fort look. And at least it's a deviation from the green theme. Nothing new there. Palisade gates. And seaweed. Okay. I see. So what we had was clay foundation, not pebblet foundation. Huh. These stuffed creatures, that's a heck of a way to screw with people. You know? Put that in your base. Oh my, I wonder if they have any application, like if they would scare away, well, what would they scare away, aphids? So I take it back. Most things that I would want to be scared away would not be scared of a bombardier beetle, or hell, anything for that matter. What I don't understand is I had hoped that I could get sturdier walls. And that is curiously absent. I mean, there's palisade walls, but that's not exactly what oh, sturdy wall. There it is. Never mind. It is not absent. That said, we haven't really encountered any trouble defending the walls. Probably a side effect of mild mode. Gonna hazard that guess. I do want to show the other cave and the inherent danger of building there. Despite that, I might try. After all, for me, this playthrough is kind of all about the cave builds. I don't expect people that join to follow suit. In fact, there's a lot of problems with building in caves. Beyond the fact that, excuse me, beyond the fact of just finding them, or finding caves that allow you to build in them, or finding caves that aren't already occupied by some wildlife. Yeah, they're honestly, on its face, a cave build is a little bit dangerous. But as they add more flying insects, so are the above ground builds. Certainly that is all dependent on the area that you build in. Oh, we need water bad. For now, I could drink the aphid honeydew. It's not going to do a lot for me. But maybe we'll find some dew. Thought I heard that. Well, at least he's going that way. I'm going this way. It's a deal. Here's something I wish they would implement. I'm going to turn on my trail markers again for a second. Now, you can see the backpack. Rob, if you're watching on the big screen, that is your backpack. But what I find to be a curiosity is, initially, that only appeared for Rob. That did not appear for Mikey or I. And then after a set amount of time, it seemed to appear. And it crossed my mind, like, if there was a big cooldown, let's say you played with somebody, and they died, their gear is in a hard-to-reach spot, and let's say they never played again, so their gear is just there, it won't be spawned. I truly think that after a certain cooldown, that should be attainable by anybody. And maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not necessarily dying to get back into that water cave and try. But I do think that would be handy. I mean, certainly people have come across an instance of playing and then one of the people that they played with doesn't play anymore. Maybe their gear is still sitting out there. They should give you an option to claim that. And sure, like, you want to avoid theft. So, yeah, for a while, maybe even some real-world days, maybe even a real-world week, I don't know. You can't pick it up. But then after a while, you should be able to. Because some people lose interest, some people move on to a different game, some people... I'm hesitant to say it, but on my first world, my first save, Shell played on that. And so some of the things he built are still there. And God rest his soul, he passed. So, you know, some people have much more serious reasons for not coming back. But any of those reasons, yeah, and hopefully not the latter one. Any of those could apply. I mean, hell, what if somebody had something that's freaking awesome and they don't come back? Yeah, you might hurt me pretty bad. I can't get to an elevated position. Kill him, mate. I need to hope to maybe stun him. You know what? I'm back. And this time, I mean business. You know what, mate? I'm gonna leave you there. You distracted him. You get along with the larva? Really? Oh, you're trying to run now. You got smart. Not bad for a larva. I don't know where exactly this other cave was, but let's check my map. Well, it wasn't here. I think it was up here by the anthill. By the big anthill. Ah, I don't remember this being a thing. That's a Burkle chip. Well, those are too. That's kind of worthwhile. Look how much the game's stuttering on the map. It's because I'm online. And that kind of crazy. Well, I still haven't found dew. I'm gonna start dying of thirst if I don't remedy that. At this point, I'll settle for a puddle. Because, after all, it's gonna start affecting my endurance. And, well, ultimately affect my chances of survival, if not killing me outright. We do want to head west. Am I facing? No. Well. Now, the only problem with this cave that I'm heading to now is it is in a very dangerous area, so I don't know if it's occupied by any kind of critter at night.
I could use something to drink.
Yeah, I know it. I know it. Oh, sorry, Aunt. It was honestly just reflexes. Didn't really need to kill it, and now you're mad. Now how are you? Worse or better? This will help. Okay. Buys us a little more time. There's no way. Am I that close to, Yeah, honestly, I'm close to home. Looks like the apple's back, unless that's a different apple core. And maybe I'm just mistaken about that. Maybe this is the same apple that I thought was near my base, and then I feel like yesterday I saw a cookie there instead, but those might be two separate entities. So I can't imagine they would despawn and change food. What, you know, why? Why would you do that? You're not mad at me, are you? No. It's cause you're ignorant. You just don't know. God bless you. I don't think I really need to head home. No, not yet. Well, I guess the position of the sun has a vote in that. Headed the right way. Be kind of close to that burgle chip. I'm not gonna collect any burgle chips, not when playing solo. Besides, I'm in no hurry anyways. There's the starter base. Well, don't mind if I do. Huh. You can have them. So yeah, I mean this would be a safe one too. Although I think the build limit stops right about here. What is going on with that? No, you should be able to build in here. That is wonky. It's not... Okay, there we go. Maybe... I think the walls need a foundation, is what was happening here. So you can build all in this area. Again, it's the kind of area where you'd want to build scaffolding first, but right there, which ain't that bad because you just put a door or a wall there. Cover the roof. The cave roof, that is. Cave ceiling. And that's, you know, maybe in another playthrough I will do something like that. Because I am keen on it. So that is yet another cave. So there's 3 of them, but obviously that is not the cave that I was referring to. The one I'm referring to, I am hopefully heading to now. Yep. Gotta be a little careful up here. So there's the main anthill, I believe. I want to say that's the big one. Yep, there's soldier ants patrolling around it. You don't really see that with the other one. It only has like 3 or 4 soldier ants in there. They're inside, they don't come out. This one, they go on little patrols. But again, there's stick bugs nearby, so you could turn one against the other and sit back and watch the carnage. This... What'd I do? Walk into the... I think I just walked into the poison zone. This could apply. Let's have a look. Yeah, you'd be talking a low roof, though, and not much width to this. Yeah, and you've got that, which you don't want. Why can't I see that? I feel like normally you can. Gather up some clovers, and I'll be in good shape to set up a lean-to rather than heading to a base. There's some stink bugs there. That is not really a cave. Yeah, we are losing light. I don't see much in the way of clovers. You know, but this is not terribly far from the starter base. So perhaps I just double back there. Yeah, let's do that. I should be careful, though. That'll take me right by the anthill. Then I'll head back up to this area. Honestly, then I'll take a quick break. We already got an hour. We're an hour in. Time flies. I believe I still have a bed up here. That ever get filled up? No. It's something else I could do at some point. Again, that kind of speaks to the need to gather more than one canteen. There's an aphid. I'm gonna want that in the morning. Oh well, I'll find something. Let's go for it. Oh, of course. And where did he get off to? I do believe he has eluded me. Unless I start scanning all the grass blade tips. Yeah, no worries. I did get an aphid when I had left Burgle's lab. Little longer than 5 seconds. Because these are slow seconds. There we go.
Tiny Pete's ready for
All
some
right.
time rest.
On that note, I'm gonna take a quick break. Actually, before I do that, I should probably yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah, we'll get that cooking. There's dew upstairs. I will be right back. If in the meantime you gotta go, please be well and thank you in the first place for coming by. Otherwise, I will talk to you shortly. Oh, before I depart, here in the land of the wee folk, we find Otto wandering the weeds in search of food, or a pet, or I don't know. Just hit the like button. Game on. Wise words, Grayson. Welcome. I hope you're having a good weekend. How are you doing? I will come back and read any response to that. Alright. Let's have some aphid. Nope.
A little chewy, but not bad.
Glad to hear it. Just seeing what people are up to. I started so late, I didn't really hook up with anybody. But good. I'm doing well. The world of Otto is well. Nice relaxing day. Hence my late start. So yeah, I've certainly got no complaints on my end. And now, while I'm awake anyways, I get to settle into some grounding.
No water filtration tablets needed.
But yeah, in terms of the gang, let's see, I think I spied Casper out there on the open seas with Tex. Well, I presume they're playing together. It makes sense. I think I saw Strawn and Quick together as well. I don't remember seeing what they were into, though I would presume Red Dead. And, like I said, I haven't talked to any of them. Judah was in the Discord discussion earlier. So was Cat, which is all, you know, I don't talk to Cat enough. I'm not blaming her. Totally different schedules. You know, she's in the UK. But she's good people. Though someday, some way, I'll be playing with her again, is my hope. Yep, you saw me, did ya? I don't want to go back to base. You don't have anything I want, Spider. Oh, well, good for you. Look what you did. What, you gonna climb up here and get me? You should be able to, but I don't think the game will let you. Thanks for the fiber, though. Everybody deserves some extra fiber in their diet. Makes you poop. You bastard. Oh! You can't just leave it alone, or Weaver, can you? Go find something easier to eat. What is this, a spider convention? Hey, yo. Oh no, that might not be the cave for me. Oh well. What's the worst that's down here? A spider? Hey, this is the cave I was looking for. So, as you can see already, there's spiders in this area. So that adds to the challenge. I don't know if, you know, my first thought is this is an indication, right, that there's webs down here. And yeah, I don't think those are webs that they were just firing at me. I think they were here. Already. Ah, the aphid. A watermelon. The watermelon of the insect diet. Well, something is killing something. As I'm live here on the ground, rather in the ground. And our reporting tells us that breaking news, something is killing something. We'll have more at 11, whereas the situation develops. So see, this might not be the best cave for me, but honestly, challenge accepted. I think I might try to build in it. What are you guys fighting? I mean, I would guess a stink bug. Oh, no, it's soldier ants. And so clearly... Oh, no. Clearly the spiders won. Oh, you coming down? Thank you, soldier ants. In my panic, I switched to third person. That's how you know I got my dander up. Run for it. Oh, I did, but they're quick. They are quick. Yeah, wolf spiders do eat other spiders. Whether they do in grounded, I don't know. I feel like I haven't seen it. I immediately presumed that they were fighting a stink bug, but I had forgotten how close the soldier ants are. And since I really don't have too much exposure to soldier ants, although it makes sense, they'll probably attack anything that gets near their worker ants. So with that spider dead, I mean, that's good, don't get me wrong. Actually, I think the soldier ants killed the other spider. Did they not? Why do I keep switching? Really? Oh, soldier ants aren't exactly weak. Not especially strong in mild mode either. Well. Oh, he's gonna get his health back. But he also might F off, so that's kinda nice. Let's do a little test, see. Yeah, we certainly build here. The only issue is the steepness, but that can be addressed with scaffolding. So far, it appears that nothing... I want to say nothing comes down here and resides, but the spider webs got me thinking, you know, if a wolf spider comes back here and sleeps... Well, actually, no. If a wolf spider slept here, he'd be asleep right now. Because they seem to stalk at night and sleep during the day. Much like yours truly lately. So, it ain't a wolf spider. It's those orbitals. I keep calling them orbitals. Orb weavers. But do they come down here and sleep, is the question, and now that one's dead, I'm not going to get the answer to that. Yeah, but I do believe that's a cave that I want to try out. Let me check the location on the map. And what will it yield? Well, it's got close proximity to spiders, if that's what you're looking for. It's not terribly far from the starter base. In terms of resources, lots of grass, not much clover. Ants could definitely be a problem. Might be a bigger problem than the spiders, just because they're smaller, could navigate down there. This would by far be the most dangerous base that I've messed with this playthrough. But you know, like many things, there's only one way to find out, and that's actually to do it. I mean, look at him. He's bringing down the grass for me. See about setting up a pallet. Need crude rope. That's no problem. Yeah, we're doing this. Hey. That's been my technique lately. Hit him with a hammer first, see if I can get him dizzy, and then it's on. So, yeah, the base would be a great source of mandibles and whatnot. Although, the other base that I set up in Burgle's Cave, for lack of a better description, definitely affords me that in its own right. How about weeds? Well, I mean, there's my answer, kinda. There's 3 of them right there. Let's get to a high perch. Yeah, there's another weed out there. Alright, let's put together a pallet and start getting grass. Just gotta call my dealer. No, get some grass down there into the... So there's gonna be where one of the orb weavers frequents. Maybe the one that I killed, I don't know. Alright. This is going to require some rope. Get a pallet down right there. Get it built. Start collecting. It kind of remains to be seen, did the, were the soldier ants just over here because the spiders lured them over, or did they normally come out this way? Time will certainly tell. And then, spending the night down there might answer a few more questions. Yeah, there's an orb weaver. Wonder if he can even get through there. It's an awful small cavity. Is there an aphid stuck in there? Oh yeah, there sure is. Hello, buddy. I gotcha. better run. God, is that dried grass? No. Just the stem looked a little more yellow than green. But I don't think dried grass was that far away either.
Nice and clean.
No. Oh, well, yeah, looking down like that, it's easy to deceive myself. Which is kind of easy by default anyways. The one thing that I'm not seeing a lot of that I sure would like is clover, though. But that would only require a trip somewhere, bring back an abundance of it, and maybe not have to worry about it for a good while. Autumn 1, Spider 0. I'd like to keep up that streak. Heal. Have I healed since? Oh, yeah. I don't have any bandages, but since I'm not starving, that should be regenerating. I don't really worry about food until it gets less than half. That's when, there's still no repercussions around that area, but of course if it gets too low, like if you're dealing with like 1/8 of your health, then you can really see the repercussions, because you get fatigued so easily. But one thing I try to keep in mind is once you go to sleep, when you wake up, that food thing's going to be so low that you gotta eat then. So I'd hate to eat. Well, honestly, I don't even know that I have food. There's a lot of aphids around here, though. Watch, I'm going to end up killing the one that I quote-unquote rescued. Yeah, we have aphid. We'll have to be able to build a fire here, though. And that won't be a problem. Okay. Is this full yet? No, not yet. Let's fill it up. What I'd really like to do is get some weed stems over here, because this base should be a little sturdier, considering the hazards that are around. And so maybe palisades would be a welcome thing. We'll relocate this down into the cave. For now, anyhow. Can you sit up there? I mean, I don't want to bury it. That's fine. Yeah, as long as I can access it. No, wolf spiders don't, but in this game I've noticed quite a few of the wolf spiders have webs around them. Whether those webs were built by them or not, I don't know. I don't think... It's not a game mechanic. You don't see them developing webs like you do the orc weavers. But I think of... the nearest wolf spider to my other base, he's in a cave that's covered with spider webs. But he also has, she, I should say, has egg sacs around, and I don't know if that's a thing with wolf spiders. I know wolf spiders carry their young on their backs because, I hate to remember it, but I crushed a wolf spider in our living room. Oh man, what seemed like well over 100 little spiders I thought they came out of it. I was like, that's crazy. Like they were all inside of it. But then when I looked it up, I found out like no, they were riding on its back. Or God, with the amount of them, they must have been riding all over it. Oh, it's creepy. But yeah, you are right. Unfortunately, I know a thing or two about wolf spiders, not just from looking it up, but they are all over our yard. Well, not just in our yard, they're inside too, quite a bit. Let's get another pallet. Do I really? Yeah, I do. I do want one. So, okay, crude rope. That would be fine too if I just spent a little time and build up a lot of crude rope. Of course, then it's a question of where do I store it? I'd do that and it'd end up, being stored all the way across the map and really have no use to me whatsoever. Let's gather some of these up since nightfall is upon us. And then I just gotta make sure I got a fire ready to eat in the morning and a lean-to, of course. And we'll see what happens overnight here. The hell was that? That was like... I heard a distinct boom. I don't think I've ever heard that in this game before. Weird. So X-Nay on the pallet, I'll do that in the morning. I'm hoping that using resources on this lean-to won't negate the possibility of building a, We need clovers. Shit. That's not good. For some reason I thought I had them. I might have, maybe I had to use them. I thought I at least had 3, but does the pallet take clovers? Well, this ain't great. Screw it. We'll just keep on keeping on, and I'll just head back to the starter base and sleep there. Hold on here. Relocate that right there. Take this down into the cave. And yeah, I'm afraid I need to trek back to the base. I mean, unless I man up and just spend the evening here. Suppose that'd be better for my food and whatnot. Yeah, it wasn't a wolf spider, you're right. But like I said, sometimes it can be indicative of a wolf spider lair, which, is strange. Doesn't make any sense to me, but they don't spin webs in this game either. Or at least I've never seen them do it, and I would hope that the developers know that. But hey, maybe the cave that I'm imagining with the wolf spider and all the webs, maybe it's a rental. Maybe he's probably subletting. Babysitting the orb weavers' kids in their little egg sacs. Does keeping the grass on the pallet prevent it from wilting? It won't wilt. it'll despawn, so it prevents that, but I think that takes a while. Can I at least build? Yeah, I can. None of this stuff that I'm building will stay here. This is just construction site layout, so to speak. Not to say I won't keep it, I'll just move it somewhere better. There we go. A little light is in order. Got wolf spiders there too, not poisonous. Never heard of them biting someone. Not really a house guest you want. I have heard of them biting. They leave. It's similar to. I say I've heard of it. We believe we've been bitten, my wife and I. And they're hard lumps, but they're not itchy like a mosquito or anything. And I've never witnessed them biting me. But yeah, we have had little welts that we've only kind of described as, well, kind of just guessed like, oh boy, that must have been a wolf spider. There you go. It could take over another spider's den for a while after eating it. Now that is a backstory I can get behind. And yeah, they are not house guests you want. Oh, those fuckers are fast. And after that situation I described with all the little ones, it just freaks me the fuck out. I do wonder if they have egg sacs, because yeah, I should look that up sometime. Because they would need some kind of web to do that. But I can't imagine those babies were born on its back. And I guess it laid eggs and then I'm just guessing. I don't know. Something to look up, though. Not that that's reading material I want to delve into. Because Lord knows it'd be accompanied by massively enlarged images of wolf spiders. Hey, Odd, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Are you having a good weekend? I certainly hope so. You found me and grounded, and I'm unable to sleep at the time. Because I don't have clovers. So now I just waited out. It was either that or head back to the starter base, and honestly, knowing that I have to go buy a few orb weavers, and I think that's probably where they live, that what had happened was they pursued me here. I still don't like that there were spider webs in this cave, but once I build a base, they might add to the aesthetic. Who knows? Honestly, we're in a waiting game. I'm going to grab a bit of tobacco. I know I'm not on my second break yet, but all I can do is wait unless I'm dumb enough to venture out there. Actually, before I do that, though, I do want to have another look at the cave. It's wide, and that's nice. I don't know if it's any wider than the one I have. It'd be nice to not obstruct those mushrooms. Because even though I could put down a pallet to grow mushrooms, I kind of like the natural effect of being able to pick those. I suppose I can get rid of that obnoxious blue thing. Look at me, just worried about visuals. But if I survive the night sitting here without something creeping up and killing me, that's a great sign. The downside is once you leave this abode, you're going to be confronted with all kinds of stuff. But that can also be an upside, I mean, good hunting is not necessarily something to be discarded or cast aside. It'd be alright. If you wanted to make a foray into the big anthill, I believe that's nearby. I don't know why you'd go after orc weavers, but if you needed spider parts, there's that. And certainly silk. Actually, that's, yeah. Get a fair amount of silk around here. Just clovers. All is well, just woke up. Your days or nights are completely turned around. I feel that, man. I totally hear you. We are basically, we're doing what we're doing like the wolf spiders do. But not really. I see wolf spiders all over during the day here. But maybe they're supposed to be more active at night. Like sharks, right? You see sharks during the day. That's not unheard of, but they like the nightlife. They like the boogie on the disco round. Alright, I'm gonna get another puff. That'll take less than a minute. If I get killed in the meantime, at least, I'm streaming it so I can find out what killed me unless it gets me from behind. Oh God, Grayson. Female wolf spider can produce a bubble of silk. Well, that jives with the cave, because they are little sacs. Males can't produce silk. Excuse me. Did it say anything about how they ride on them? Because I'm with odd. Those emojis. Yes. Spider emojis in the chat. Everywhere I look. Spiders. Am I dumb enough to go up there and get more grass planks? I know viewers that watch regularly already know the answer to that question. Oh yeah, he'll do it. But I'm thankful that this grass is so close. What was that? Water? Oh yeah. Don't mind if I do.
Tablets needed.
Let's take down another. That might do it. In terms of filling up that pallet anyways. It'll go that way. I suppose that works. Figure I might as well do something while I'm waiting this out. What is that? Is there light? Oh, that's coming from the cave, maybe. Or maybe it's moonlight. Nope, 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 I want you lit. I'm not cooking anything, but... want that lit. It's the only light we've got, after all. This might fill it up. Nope, it can take more. With a game that concerns itself so much with, like, hunger and thirst, I'm surprised sleep deprivation isn't a thing. But it's not. In fact, I'll get a nice early start. Thanks to doing this. Now that's full. So I got 2 full grass planks. But really, I'm gonna be looking for weed stems. No, not those kind of weed stems, although those would be solid as well. That's really what that's going to be the primary for this build. So I wonder, what does that entail? Crude rope we get, I heard it again. Another big boom. Oh, I know what that is now. That would be our friend, the crow. That would be an orb weaver, probably moving through the grass yet. That's what that boom is. It's him touching down on something. Well, good. At least it's been clarified. Although I'm guessing, it's a pretty reasonable guess. It's a big bird. There's something close. It's gotta be an orb weaver. Just has to be. The males do some kind of dance to attract the females, but there's a 60 to 40 chance that the male ends up as dinner. What? Oh, there's the bird. It's right there. I don't know if it's visible on stream, but I can see it. I could really use bird feathers. Make a proper bed instead of these lean-tos. I'd like one of those in my other base. Wonder where we are time-wise. Isn't there a way to check? Data. None of these screens tell the time. Oh, there it is, top right-hand corner. It's 4 in the morning, so that's good. Getting there. Coup de grace. That's what I got from the 4-leaf clover, and it looks like it's permanent. Like some of these seem like they might have a cooldown, or not a cooldown, just a time limit. Maybe I'm imagining that. Maybe they don't. But these ones that have the circle going around them, I gotta wonder about. Whereas this seems, this does not have a circle around it, and neither does Coup de Grace. Coup de Grace and Chopper. I wonder what some of these other ones are. This one's Grass Master. Ooh, I'm a Grass Master. Natural Explorers. Oh, that just makes you faster. Thought maybe it had to do with waypoints in the map. In which case, I'd rather just learn the map. Ant Annihilator. Okay. Interesting, I guess. What if I shot the bird with a bow? And he's gone. And that's just a thought. He's like, no, I don't think so. So if I were to track from one end of this to the other, is that going to aggro anything? I'll make some extra noise. No. This space this is gonna work. It really will. I didn't think it would. Honestly, when I first got here, I thought, well, this is foolish. But even if it is a little foolish, it's gonna work. Honestly, if I put a ceiling on here, excuse me, the cave ends, the walls of the cave, strangely won't support stuff. So I'll still have to put like a grass ceiling or a clover ceiling. I'm also noticing from this that food and water don't deteriorate very much if you stay up. That's surprising. I would think that it would be the contrast, Sleep must make one hungry. I don't need you, Aphid. I should probably eat something. Regardless of hunger not being a serious threat right now. Alright, it's officially day. I'll eat this and then go look for some clover.
Not bad.
I suspect there'll be more clover on the other side of this fence. Don't know why I think that, but with that in mind, the easiest way through is here. But you got that guy. But that's alright. I can kill him, I suppose. I'm just pleased that he, that none of them made their way into the cave. Honestly, I may not have to kill him. Or I might have to. Few of them. quite a few. I see 3 right now. Hey, as long as I stay on this side of the fence and not the other. What's in the planter? Spider, of course. Where is all the clover? It's just isn't the... Oh, there's some right there. Quite a bit. Okay. So we go harvest that. Is what we do. Other than the spider gauntlet, it gives nice access to the waterfront. Oh no! Hey, raw science. Can you make it through here? Go away, mosquito. There, he's dizzy. He's gonna kill me. Unless I get first strike. Yeah. Okay, well, health is not in great shape. I don't have any bandages, though. All I can do is kind of wait for regen. I was hoping by coming in here, maybe the spider would get caught on a web. I don't know. I almost think if I wanted that to happen, this would be the place to hide. That way he tries to come right through there. It's something for me to keep in mind, because after all, there is another mosquito out there. He has a harpoon on his face. Yeah, he does. And he will happily use it on me. Well, there's other mosquitoes there, 2 of them. I also have the can of pop to retreat into. Or soda, if that's your phraseology for it, or Coke, as they say, as they reportedly say in the South. Calling it pop really gives away my location. There's not a lot of areas that call it that. But Ohioans do. Except for those Ohioans that want to be worldly, or whatever. To which I say, screw you, respect your home. I call it soda because that's what people in other states call it. Like, oh, that's the problem. We're all going to start talking the exact same way. Me, I like a little regional distinction. And I don't get much of that from Ohio, so you might as well take what you can get, you know. If pop's it, so be it. Okay, what was the plan again? There was that one web. There is an orb weaver. This is not a good plan, because now it's mosquito feast. That stem almost reminded me of celery. Oh, he set up more webs. That's perfect. Yes! No! I am not gonna survive this. Can of pop is safe.
I need some
Yeah.
help.
There's nobody to help you, son. You're on your own. What do you need to make bandages? I think just grass fiber and
I feel a little less
suffice
squishy
to
now.
say, it's not very much. In fact, I have a few bandages somewhere. Yeah, there they are, 3 of them. Yep, let's take them. Got those in my axe until I can reclaim my gear. I wonder if I can repair my armor. That would not be a bad thing. Not without rope, I can't. But I can make some. I have this bad habit of going out of my menu screen just to get to a different category of my menu. And honestly, if I have clover here, it would be a good idea to go ahead and take it with. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Hunger and water could be worse. Though I will grab some water.
Nice and clean.
'Cause it's readily available anyways. See, clover was not an issue for this base. This is still the ideal cave. In terms of all the resources that are around it. Let's stick to the paths, the quote-unquote paths. Certainly just depressions created by water. Stop running. I don't necessarily want to be exhausted when that big mean thing shows up. Whatever the big mean thing is. Here's where the crow was hanging out all night. Do a quick glance and see if we got any feathers. That is one thing I really do want. But what I'm seeing now, weeds. Lots of weeds. There's some orb weavers too, but if I clear those out, I can do this unimpeded. I know they'll eventually come back. Shoot. Honestly, I don't know if he saw me, and I appear to have walked right into another. Well, we know the fence is, almost had me with my back to the wall. I'm glad he went that way. And can you believe I kind of want to try woe mode? There's mild, normal, and woe. I cannot imagine how difficult it is to fight insects in WoW. But it might be an interesting challenge, not for today, not for tomorrow, but sometime down the pike. Maybe that was that dance. No, that was for wolf spiders, but dude was definitely dancing, was he not? Why is my bag over there? Oh, no, that is not mine. That is mine. Shoot. Sorry, just slammed my mic. Went to scratch my head. All these bugs make me feel itchy. Get rid of the trail markers. How am I gonna kill you guys? Closer you get to the water, the bigger the bugs get. Does seem that way, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, he got in here. I don't know if you noticed. That's funny, I hit him with a hammer, my arrows fell on him. Well, I have committed to this fight, I think. While his health is low, I better finish him. Where'd he go? Wrong one, now I've aggroed 2 of them. Oh, he's in here. I'm gonna die in here.
I can't catch my breath.
That's okay. I need to set my respawn to that, to the new cave.
Feeling a little safer now.
Oh, shit. And since I was using my bow last. Oh, that's no good. It lets you keep the weapon you had in your hands. Problem with the bow is, it didn't let me keep my arrows. Kind of strange to see a larva that close to my base. Ah, that sucks. The first mosquito, I had actually whittled down its health a fair amount, enough so that I hate that I've given him ample opportunity to regain his health. Certainly makes it all for naught. And then, of course, it crosses my mind in that process. It's like, why these clovers? Why Why the clovers that are near mosquitoes, Otto? Could be chopping down any clovers in the game. Like that one. No, I don't have an axe, though. Nice and easy. Shh. Don't you dare, Aphid. Oh my goodness. It's just funny how he reached out and almost touched that thing. Man. Alright, at least my gear's in the pop can. I doubt the mosquito's in there anymore. Freaking mosquitoes. And at least hit him with a hammer, loosed all my arrows, or at least that's what it felt like happened. Alright. Get rid of those waypoints, jeez. They definitely seem to spy you from pretty far away, unlike some of the other insects. Guess they smell the blood. Alright, that's enough. Let's get back on weed patrol. Weed patrol. A highly specialized law enforcement agency. Weed patrol. I think that would be like a circa 1980s. I don't think they spend too much time on that anymore. Probably more time than they should, but not as much as they did. Where were those weeds? There was like a clump of 3 of them. Might have been yeah, I guess it was the other side of the fence. Although there's some over there, too. Also on the other side of the fence. Okay. So where's that little hole? Is that it? Nope. I feel like it was on this side of the pot. The flower pot. Yep, this is it. Alright, back to my cave. Yeah. Don't know if I have any food. I can remedy that, though. Gee, I only have 1 inventory space. And now I make the bed. And then I set this as my spawn point. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if I can kill an aphid for food, and honestly, I've seen a lot of dew hanging off this grass, so maybe I can get myself a drink as well. That'd be alright. Yeah, there's some. I guess it's on this one. Do believe it went down.
Don't even need to boil it.
Ah, and now something for supper. I mean, a moment ago there were aphids all over here. There's a stink bug. Or no, not a stink bug. That's a bombardier beetle. Still. I mean, that's something to be said for this spot is, you'd have access to those beetle parts. Come on, show me an aphid. Where did all the aphids go? I get a pebble off of that? Yes, nice. There's the anthill. So, oh yeah, this is right at their front door. Which at this rate is more good than bad, I think. Also loving the amount of dew in this area. That's pretty nice. Some aphids or weevil would be absolutely delightful. I guess worst case scenario, I could eat those mushrooms and they'll grow back. Ooh, kill the ladybug. Yeah. I don't know if the soldier ants have it in them to kill the ladybug. I mean, they've got the will, but I don't know. Whoa, something big just went to the top of the anthill. I only saw it briefly. Something that not casts a large shadow, but large silhouette. Wait a minute, silhouettes and shadows. Yeah, those are not synonyms. Those are not cinnamons. Kill it. Of course, if the ladybug doesn't kill any of the soldier ants, yeah, there he killed one of them. Gonna have to do better than that. You know, if they don't kill any of them and that leaves 4 or 5 soldier ants defending it, then I don't get anything out of it. Oh yeah, the ants are gonna win. It's their turf. They've got more units en route. Code 3. Okay, now go away, soldier ants. Downside is I can't eat the ladybug. The ants do kind of retire at night, so if they go inside, go on now. Queen's got food for you. Or, well, no. Truly, the queen doesn't provide food, does she? That's the union that gives you food. Go on now. Alright, well, I guess Well, I'm not starving. So that's... But I feel like I should leave them alone for a second. You know, one of those deals where if you turn your attention elsewhere, maybe they'll clear out. Certainly as the sun goes down, yeah. God. Yep, that is gonna have to do.
Better than starving, I think.
Alright. So, yeah, that's some food. Although that was stupid because I should have slept first, honestly. And again, I don't think I have anything to cook. Go ahead and put up for the night. No, don't put up for the night yet. Now I want to see, did the ants go away? And if they did, I'll get that ladybug. Inventory. Oh well, I'll be able to drop something. I wanna see if I can get those ladybug parts before I crash and take yet another break. You know, gots to take my breaks. Shit, it's 3:30 already. That's what I get for starting at 1 a.m. So yeah, I'll take a break. I don't know if I have another hour in me, but I will. How come I can't see the anthill? Well, I know it's about this way. Oh, I'm going for it. They're still there. In fact, I'm doing myself more harm than good because I waited until I'm virtually blind to make my approach. Can they see me? Oh, I better clear out my inventory. No, okay, so I do have... Oh, I gotta destroy something. This'll do. Trash stack, yes. It's okay. Just in case I get head from this. I'm sorry. Just in case I get ladybug head. Nope, just ladybug parts. Sorry, slurring my speech. There's a reason for that. And back to the cave. Sleepy time. And a quick siesta. You know what? No, don't sleep yet. I'll do my siesta before I go to sleep. That would be better. Hey, Smoke, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. How did Red Dead treat you tonight? I hear it's still got the crashes in it, so I hope that you weren't plagued by those. Preferably you didn't experience any of them. Would be awesome to hear, but don't lie to me. And Bears, good to see you, my friend. Pirate Bear Cook Bears reporting for Pirate Kitchen Duty. I can hardly read. Captain Otto. Oops, wrong game. It still applies. It absolutely applies. Alright, folks, I hate to take a break in the face of two new arrivals, but, oh, good. Glad to hear it, Smoke. You deserve that, damn it. Now I'll just have to build up the motivation to play again. Of course, it didn't update, right? I suppose I would be able to check if I have an update ending. But hey, maybe some of the traffic backed off, and maybe that was the root of the crashes. One can hope. Oh yeah, just yeah, Grayson. Widely reported. Seems like everywhere I turn on YouTube to find videos about the new update, the crashes kind of take the lead story, and certainly that was the case for me. Well, for us. But it sounds like Quick Smoke and Strawn got through without any denying, so that's good to hear. That could be. That would make sense. So they were on at the same time, and then shit went to shit, and so now they're backed off. Kind of did what I did. I have, Bears, I have. Guilty as charged. Though, though I've had a little bit of time to recoup since, so I think I'm good to drive. No, not driving anywhere anyways. Alright, folks, gonna take a quick siesta. Be right back. And I'll see how much more I can fit in this fine evening. If in the meantime you gotta go, please be well. And thank you for stopping by in the first place, of course. Otherwise, I'll talk to you here shortly. Oh, wow. Alrighty. Excuse me. Otto is sleepy. I told him not to pull my pirate finger, but he did, and I gassed him by accident. That's why I am sleepy. That was you? I thought that was a stink bug.
I think it's bedtime.
Too much alcohol, that's AA talking. AA is for quitters. That's fair. That is fair. I'm watching the stupidest movie ever, Iron Sky. I never saw Iron Sky. I saw that it had bad reviews. The appeal for me was Zeppelins, right? Is that a movie with Zeppelins in it? But then the reviews were abysmal. It's still something that I, maybe could check out in a moment of ultimate boredom or whatever. But yeah, I vaguely remember that. Hey, Plaz, how you doing? I hope your weekend is treating you well. Well, Otto, the size of an ant. Otto is the size of an ant. Only TV show he can watch is My Three Ant Sons, the Aunt and Uncle show, and All My Aunts. Oh, Zeppelins from space. Well, now you lost me. Okay, I thought it was like a World War II movie. Does it have Nazis? I don't mean like the reality of World War II. I meant like an alternate universe. But from space. Okay. That's different. I didn't know helium or hydrogen worked that way, but maybe the Nazis knew something I didn't. They probably knew a few things I didn't, some of which was completely bunk, but I should build a container, I think. Would be good. Boys, sorry about that. Too many cigarettes this evening. A libation will do that. If you're a smoker, right? Sometimes even if you're not, did anybody else have those friends that only smoked when they drank and it was generally other people's cigarettes? This is gonna work. So, I kind of loitered in here again, and nothing crawled in here and killed me. So this is another viable cave base. Like I said earlier, though, once you step outside, it's a different story. This might be the widest aspect of it. Alright, so where was I? I need a container. Sorry, folks, I'm getting a little turned around. No hiccups, mainly burps. Nazis from space. Yes. Yes, you did. I'm under no illusions that you're saying this is a great movie. You prefaced it with stupidest movie ever. Oh, that's what I wanted. So I just need to make some crude rope, and I can get some kind of container going. Don't want to put food in it though, because I don't have any shelves yet. Is that what I needed? Rope? Yeah, I think so. Yep. So that's kind of nice. A Weevil found his way down here. Got no problem with the occasional weevil guest coming in. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'm kind of confused because... Alright, I know the ants are not going to be interested in peblets. But I know they are absolutely interested in food. I suppose my question is, I wonder if they're interested in just bug parts. I suppose one way to find out is to put a bug in here that I don't really care about so much, and see if it goes missing. So, not like I'll remember, but we'll put larva spikes in there, which is, in case you didn't know, that's part of the larva. Would they go after acid glands? That would be kind of silly. Sap, I would not be surprised if they go after. Oh, screw it. I'll just put all this stuff in there. Of course, I don't know why if I'm collecting weed stems. Oh, yeah, I want to build a weed stem pallet. So I need more crude rope and dry grass chunks. So the rope I've got. No, I don't. Oh, so dried grass and plant fibers. That's what I need. The hills in Antopolis are tiring, which is another reason why Otto is sleepy. Put a roof on it anyway. Oh yeah, will do. Bear ants are interested in food too. Nom 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 nom. You would represent the ants, wouldn't you? Just because they feast. Makes sense in my brain. Which isn't exactly working overtime. So there's lots of dried grass near here. I don't see it, but I know it's here because I traversed it en route. Why do I want dried grass? Oh, for the pallet. For the pallet. Nazis from space. Whoa. Why do they do that? I mean, if you got the budget, like, is the CGI good? Because I guess my question is, like, if you got the budget to make a quality movie, why ruin it with, I don't know. I'm having trouble completing a thought, but I think I've expressed my thought. I think somebody out there is nodding like, yes. The funniest part of the movie is they turn a black guy into a white guy and say he is an Aryan brother. What? Who? Like, people trying to infiltrate the Nazis? And if that's the case, why go to all that trouble? Why not give the black guy, like, a supportive role or a desk job for, say, white guy? If you imagine this, I don't know. I'm going under the presumption that they're... Or are you saying the Nazis changed him, and now he's okay by their standards? Because I'm not sure that's the way it worked. May be wrong. That's funny though. That is kind of hilarious. I almost want to see this movie now. And what self-respecting black guy would go through that? Would give up a lifetime of heritage. I suppose if it's that or death, but even then. Even then, wouldn't you be like, nah, kill me? Actually, the more I think about it, there's that boom again, so that is the crow. Man. He's loud when he lands. A little bit startling. Just a wee bit. I need food and drink. Oh, wait. Oh, well, not too late. I don't necessarily need the pallet first. I can move this stuff into the cave and then make the pallet. What's next? Pallet, that's right. Okay. Nope. The fuck button is it? There we go. Crude rope. Well, I need a drink. I forgot about that. There should be dew about. Not a Mountain Dew. This is more like a backyard dew. Slightly more hillbilly. If you can imagine that. More hillbilly than mountain folk? Now I find that hard to believe. Oh yeah, but in terms of the effects are, oh, the Nazis did it to them. Okay. Well, I suppose, honestly, I said, like, my heritage is more important. I don't know. If somebody was like, well, Otto, you can either die or become a black dude or become an Asian dude or whatever, I'd be like, fine. I'll switch races, whatever. Being white's been okay. I mean, I don't necessarily have all the privilege they talk about. Not sure I believe all that. But I'll try something else. Why not? If it's that or death, I mean, you can almost treat it like a second life at that point. Though maybe not. I guess your age is still the same. I thought more weed stems fell. I need fiber to help me poop.
I could use something to drink.
I'm working on it. I'm not really working on it. I keep forgetting about it. Okay. Drink or die. Again, given the option, I'll vote against death. But that said, I kind of need some dew. Either that or I run out there to the water and take a drink of murky. Actually, no, I don't do that because I don't really have the option. If I drink murky water, I'm pretty much dead because I'm fairly hungry as well. So that'll just flat out kill you. So, with 68 seconds. Yeah, head back to the starter base. So I'm not terribly far from it. Yeah, it is due south. Can I get there in 50 seconds? I think I can. I read that in a book. It was about a train. He thought he could, and it turned out that he could. It was a killer read. I highly suggest it. It's not Nazis in space, you know, but... Oh, wait, what the hell? Nine seconds. Well, I was wrong, but I'm pretty damn close. No, I'm not. I don't know where I am. Yeah, I passed. I passed the starter base.
I feel a little less squishy now.
Hey, nobody promised gaming excellence here. Okay, that's not what the channel's about. Wait a minute. Hold up here. No, that's Rob's bag. Is it just me, or are we not seeing the marker for my backpack? Ah, there it is. So yeah, I had passed up, so I could have made it. If nothing else, at least I was right about something. That on paper, Otto could have made it back. Hey, good news. Food and hunger is not an issue anymore. Not when you're dead. You can go ahead and stop feeding the corpses. Someone out there is like, oh, thank God. Well, I know it's somewhere around this way. Honestly, if I get to the fence, from there it's a bit of a cakewalk. And that would be the fence up there. Right next to the orb weaver. Orb weavers. Plural, I suppose. Maybe go this way instead. There's my cave. Well, one of my caves. Surprised there aren't more caves in this game that are habitable. And those other weed stems should be, yeah, there they are. Good deal. Now, the pallet. I needed rope. I think I've collected enough fiber to do that. Alright. There we go. Trans race is trying to become a thing. I don't know. Now, yeah, it very well could. Why, that would not shock me. Now, where was that cluster of weeds? Over here. I wonder if angle of attack matters to... There we go. So yeah, at some point here, I will get some more sessions of Red Dead in. After all, it was the crashing that pissed me off. It wasn't the update. That's another thing I've noticed with watching a bunch of videos about it, because I've checked in to see if there's been an update yet, and there hasn't, as best as I can tell, unless one dropped today. But yeah, a lot of those videos are people griping about. They call it the Stranger Mission update, because really they're saying all these are more stranger missions. Which I don't know if by that they mean all of these is you go to a person, they give you a mission, you go do the mission, and then you get compensated for it. If that's the definition of a stranger mission, then yeah, I guess they are. But that also begs the question, like, I don't know. To me, I don't want to belittle them, the makers of these various videos, but what the fuck? It's new missions. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's content that I wish they would put in that game, but at the same time, I was never under the illusion that that's what this update, or yeah, what this DLC was. Update, I guess, really, right? So, I don't know. I'll happily join them in saying, like, boy, I wish Red Dead had this or that, but to be like, all these they're like, all you do is you go get a task from somebody and you go complete it and then you get compensated. What is that? And I'm thinking, like, it's more content, it's more missions. Like, I don't know. Maybe a little beside myself tonight, but what? Do you follow? Does that strike anybody else as a strange criticism? Even the content of said missions, the few that I did, They were slightly different. Like some of them had some novelty to them that made them slightly different. They weren't long. They weren't Grand Theft Auto heists or anything. But I said it that night, you know, that I enjoyed it. I just, man, the crashing was kind of crazy. And they probably did have just a lot of people, because much to my surprise, the player base of Red Dead Online, if you Googled it, and I'm not saying this is accurate, but show me other numbers to defy these ones. 4,000 for a player base? That's kind of crazy. Like, even when I saw the number, I was like, that can't be right. There has to be more than 4,000 people playing Red Dead Online. I'm sure maybe it's an average. I don't know, but seriously, if you get a chance, Google it. And if you see a comparable number, you'll probably be with me, expressing a little bit of skepticism as to whether that's true. I suppose my point is, if that is the player base lately, then yeah, a massive influx of players based on new content would upset the servers. That totally makes sense. 'Cause 4,000 seems like an awful small number. That sounds like Helleborn numbers. No, I don't think Helleborn has that big of a player base. I would say it's much smaller. Oh shit, that spider is coming over here? Oh dude, you'll die if you come in here. I'll kill you. Well, whatever, it's not aggroed by my presence down here, so I'm still gonna say that's a kind of good sign. I should not have eaten yet. Oh. That is different. That I don't like. Fine. There, at least he's dizzy. There's something I need to do, even if he kills me. This'll be worth it. Set respawn point. Well, I'm hoping with a roof, a wall, stuff like that, that won't happen. After all, this is my third night in the cave, and that was not occurring. And I don't know. I don't know what brought him this way. Maybe my... Are you serious? Well, hey, at least I reset my respawn. One more.
Someone help me!
Get ready for a surprise, shitface.
Safe first.
Well, that changes. So, actually, you know what? That doesn't change anything yet. I'm still going forward with this. We'll see what the end result of having a base down here is gonna be. But it sure as shit seemed like that they wanted to come through here. And that doesn't happen at my other two cave bases, nor would it happen at the starting spawn. Something to kinda... Did he just make those? Because these weren't here when I first came in. I mean, there were a couple of webs, but... Yeah, he might have tried to spit them at me or something. All indications say that they might wander down here now, though. Eesh, we'll see. We'll see if there's anything I can do about that. Because I also think, you know, putting up walls might help to dissuade them. Maybe they'll be blind to people inside. On the other hand, maybe they'll try to tear through those walls. That's something, though. Okay, we'll cook that, leave it on the spit for the night.
Perhaps we should make camp for the night?
If nothing else, getting a lot of spider parts. Not sure that I need them. Silk, yeah. That is to say, web fiber. So I have my spinning wheel in the other cave. Thinking I'll definitely need one in this. And maybe if I build like the general area, like in terms of sleeping and stuff like that, further in here. Granted, it's not as wide, but it'll still suffice. That too might alleviate them spotting somebody that's just hanging out at the very edge, because Lord knows that's what I was doing. On the other hand, if they didn't see me, I guess this is a question I've got. Was their intent just to go from over here to over there and back? Because it sure seemed like the first one was doing just that. And then he sensed me and came in. Now the other one looked like he was just crawling in here. And that's what I find to be a little off-putting. Oh well, more weed stems. We need sprigs, can do. Oh hell, it's 4 now. Yeah, I'll get that pallet and then probably call it. After all, that puts us on our 3rd hour. And despite the 2 previous nights, I streamed both previous nights. Yeah. I don't typically go for 5 hours, but that's a sign that I'm enjoying this. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, other than being up super late. Hey, Weevil. I guess at the very least I'm kind of less intimidated by orb weavers. They still kind of put me on my heels, but I'm willing to fight them. Whereas A couple days ago, even yesterday, I'd say, I was only willing to run away from them. Still, caution is the better part of discretion, I think. No, I meant to eat that. Where is it? I am blind. These both weevil. No, that is raw. That's a weevil roast. I really can't tell the difference. On his face, anyways. What was I gonna do before jumping off? Stem pallet. Actually, it's senseless to make it here. I should build a stem pallet where there's weeds, so I will do that. You know what, honestly? Sorry, I'm all over the place. If you allow me to step away, I'll give it a good 15 more minutes before retiring. Alright. So let's see, I have the capability to build the pallets. Now that that orb weaver's dead. Yeah. There was a grouping of several. And honestly, yeah, I'm seeing weeds all over the place, so. In fact, there's two right next to each other. No, but I want to take down the stem, or the root of it anyways, because I do want it to grow back. Wow, that was pretty far away. Alright, pallet time. Down my pallet, build it. Start collecting. I think there is another orb weaver. No worries though. Where did I put the pallet? There it is. And then the other group of them fell, like, way over there. Yeah. What's that? All of them? No. Okay, where are more? Oh, right there. Let's relocate this. Well, what do you know? Just making sure I couldn't bust through there. Boy, if that doesn't look like future content, I don't know what does. It may just be a little nest, but... You're an orb weaver, aren't you? Yeah. There's another one over there, but so too is an orb weaver. I need water. Oh, let's kill the orb weaver. You the only one? Okay, good deal. gotta do that again, but I need my stamina back. And it's not really... Come on, I don't want you to heal after all. Dude, did you forget about me? Come here. Come here. Seriously, I'm chasing an orb weaver now. I need stamina again. The thing is, he's kind of getting his health back. Oh, are you stuck? Thank God for weeds. You missed. The stamina thing is heavily affected by how thirsty my character is. Come on, stamina. Dude, he's running away. You missed. So I need a dew collector. Or that, well, I should also be moving around with a full canteen, to be honest. No need to relocate the pallet, I'll just chop this down here. I figure I might as well, because with all those orb weavers dead, now's a perfect opportunity to be collecting this stuff. Unimpeded, sorta. And that's it, it's full. Okay. Well, let me collect the other stuff, drop it in the cave. And then I'll bring that pallet over to the cave. Honestly, when I was chasing that orb weaver around, I saw another stem that I'd overlooked. Can I drink that? Too shallow. When I first got in this area, there was dew all over the grass, but either I'm not seeing it or it's just not happening as often now. There it is. I wonder I wonder if this is a tactic that can be employed.
Nice and clean.
Yep. Not getting my arrow back that way. Of course, that might be easier to find. Oh, I only had to hit it once and the arrow came loose. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Sweet stem, not the one I thought I saw, though. Let's see, I chased that spider over here. Oh, who knows? I'll let it go. And now go grab the pallet and bring it back. Only thing about doing this is you can't run, but that's not the worst. You know, if something attacked me, I just place it wherever and then run. Well, there we go. Really, I just need crude rope? Okay. I can't help it. Well, I didn't have that much anyways. So yeah. I will probably, I don't know. Whenever I'm conscious, load this up and try to do a little more work. Sadly, all I was able to accomplish tonight was some collecting. But hey, that's a start. That is a start. Just giving the area a little recon and collecting, and in the future, I'm hoping that the orb weavers don't become too much of a problem. If they do, I could set up traps as well. There are measures that could be taken to mitigate their presence. Anyhow, that will bring us to a close. I want to thank everybody that took the time to swing by and say hi tonight. Again, I hope you're having a great weekend, and for what is left of it, I hope that treats you kindly as well. As always, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. If you like this, If you're subscribed, I appreciate it. Thanks, Grayson. Quick Smoke Bears, Plaz, truly everybody. Rob was in here earlier, and anybody, Odd Noble, anybody else that was lurking. I really do appreciate you. Alrighty, bye now.